Hey y'all, it's gonna be janky lighting. You're gonna hear a lot of crunching. That's the new puppy. It's the only way I could keep her entertained for the short period of time so that I don't have to watch her right now. She's been a little demon today. Apparently she's peed on the floor a couple times today, even though she knows she's not supposed to. And 10 minutes ago or so, she pooped on the floor. So we just got out of timeout and are being entertained so I can do this video. So, hold on a second. I will bring her over here to show you, and then I'm going to put her back with her bone. Come here, you. Come here, you. Oh, okay. So this is Callie. You say hi, Callie? She is a Australian Shepherd, Border Collie, Blue Merle Border Collie mix. So, she did have blue eyes, and now they're turning brown. So, our eyes are going away. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. So, she's been good, kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Thanks. What thanks? Okay, I'm gonna have your phone back. That? There you go. Ooh, that was bright. Okay, so, she's just gonna hang out right there and, eat a bone. It's actually her sister's bone, or Artemis's bone, but they kind of share it. Depends on the day. So, she's been, interesting so far. Every once in a while, she's been good, no issues, no accidents, and then the next day, she's a little demon. I don't know why she's laying in the sun like that. So, she's going to get confused on everything that's moving. So I've got a couple things to show you. I've got two things that I am not stitching the way I was, and I'm going to restart them, or I have restarted them. I have fabric to show you. I have a restart to show you. I have two finishes to show you. Let's see, I think I have some whips to show you. I did not organize any of this before. I just found out that Jonah and his brother's out for the week, and I just found out that they were going out. So while they went out, I decided it was a good time to do this video. So I'm going to try and pull out quick what I worked on this week. I don't think I touched that since my last video. Or that, or that, or that, or that, or that. I only did this. Okay, so I just had two restarts. So, oh gosh, it's bright. So, this last week, haven't really done all that much. I've been really busy with just everything. So, I've been going a little haywire. I did go shopping the other day on 123, so I should have an order coming in soon, which you guys will see next video. I was pretty good. Some of them are gifts, and some of them are for me. So, we'll see. So, let's go with finishes first. So, I put them in here so that I can show you guys and then put everything away and get rid of the patterns. So, this damn piece is done. Done. And it's not even, like, done properly, but I really don't care. It's not done fully. Like, I didn't do any of the backstitch, or the outlines of some of them. I don't really care. So this was designs by Lisa. Hi. Come back here. Come back here and eat this. Stay distracted, please. This is designed by Lisa's Woodland Wonders. Whoa, God. Okay. We're just going to hold it there and hope you guys can see it, and you get a little bit of Callie in the background. So the only reason I didn't like this pattern, I love the pattern. The only thing I didn't like about it was the fabric, which was Cafe Mocha Country French Linen by Witchelt. So that's what the fabric was. Hey! None of that. Eat your bone. And it was the world's worst fabric to work on. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. So, that's where it's staying. I could do more, yeah. Oh yeah, that's bad. I'm glad I'm over here. So I could do more. Like all of these guys are supposed to get like outlined and backstitched. I don't know what she's doing. She's sniffing around again. I don't know. So all these guys were supposed to get outlined, and I just said, screw it, I'm done. I couldn't work on it any longer. I finished the last greens over here and the butterfly, and said, I'm done. I think she's going to fall asleep right there. So, I'm done. So the pattern can go to somebody. I just don't want to keep it. So let me remind you of what I did for everything. I have it all written on this. So the blue was supposed to be cottage blue, and I picked gassed blue jay, so you can see like the hole in the bird, stretched threads. Wood smoke was the backs of the hedgehogs, which I love that this one is dark, and then this one is light. I love it. I think it's so cute. Barn gray was the bunny. There's the bunny. Butternut squash is, actually it wasn't butternut squash, it was a random yellow that I had in my stash, so it was a DMC, whoa, yeah, DMC something or other. Grape leaf, it was supposed to be grape leaf where there's the vines, but I used Extra Design Lady in Green. That was my gift thread, and I loved it, and I used all of it on this piece. Sand was, or it was supposed to be caramel corn for the bottom. Oh, here, well, you can see them better on this one. It was supposed to be the bottom of the hedgehog, and I used Weeks Dye Works sand instead. And then, let's see, which one was which? The fox is autumn leaves. The squirrel is toffee. They look the same color, I know. And the deer is baked clay, and I really do like this deer. I think he's cute. So, and she's out. So that pattern is going to go up on Stash and Load. From me flipping it back and forth, from flipping it back and forth, the spine is a little wonky, but it's still good. So that's a finish. That's going to go in the finished pile, or the finished bag, and Lord knows if I'll ever do anything with it because I hate it so much. I hate the fabric so much. So the other one I finished was pretty recent, and I don't remember what the other color that I picked for it was. Darn it. Drawn thread, Deck the Halls. That's what it's got. That's what it was supposed to look like. Now the colors and all its glory, and I changed colors. So let me shift this around quick so I can read the colors off. And then I have to keep it all together so that I remember to write it down in my sheets. She's out. Which is kind of a nice thing. So this one got a little janky because I had it and then puppy stepped on it. So got a little janky. So this one was called for 30 count sunflower seed legacy linen, and I used 30 count poblano, or not poblano, Portobello, which is a mushroom. So this is what mine looks like. So the red I chose was Shades of Wine from Dinky Dyes. So Dinky Dyes Shades of Wine is my red for all of it. Ooh, okay, ooh, good lord. Alright, so let's see if I can get real close up on these guys. Those are my Jessica and Smyrna? Jessica and Smyrna knots, or stitches. And I think they turned out fantastic. I love them. Some of them are a little jankier than others, but I love them. I used the black coral, which was called for. My vines, so you could either stitch them as backstitch or you could stitch them over one. I chose to stitch mine as backstitch, and I used gassed brown bear. It was some of this brown that I had left over from my deer from Reindeer and Ribbons. And then the green, the dark green, so the bottom of all of these, was the called for Dinky Dye Seagrass, and then I picked a DMC for, oh god, okay, I can't do this with like the light here and then no light here, but I can't stick my head over. So the light green on the top of all these leaves, and well, the bottom of that one. So there's the dark green was seagrass and the light green was a DMC. So I think you guys can see it. So it's all done. It's initialed or signed or whatever you want to call it. And so now I just have to find a frame for it. But it's also Christmas, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm just going to stick that over there because I know what the separation was. So those are my two finishes. I do have two restarts. So you guys remember, if you don't, this was the start of my Cricut collection October. I started it, realized that my fabric was not going to be long enough because I got to about here and it was the middle of my fabric and I was not at the middle of October yet. So this is all getting repicked out. This was a fabric from Extra Design. It was one of her solo dyes. She doesn't know what she made it, how she made it, so stitches on that. Not that it really matters because it's all getting ripped out. So that'll all get ripped out so I can use that fabric. And so I got new fabric that was long enough. And so this was the Cricut collection. That's October. You guys can see that. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna get up a little closer and scroll. Do a little scroll frame here, y'all. So I started on the O in the center, doing so everything is DMC except for the letters. So the O, C, T, O, B, R. So like the variegated, that is in Silken Colors Woods of Gold. So pull that out. So Silken Colors Woods of Gold, number 243, and that. So I don't have it bobbinated or anything. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ah! It's like got some of this yellow or orange on this end, and then it's browns and greens on the other ends. So that's the color. It's like 8 strand. 8? Yeah, I think it's 8 strand. So I think 1 strand will be enough. And so this is on my scroll frame that I got. So this is the start of October. So this is the O in the center. So I've just got this other side over here to go. And ignore the hanging thread. So, and yes, I know it looks lopsided right now. Like this side isn't as thick as that side, but that is how it started. So, and I've got him in my fox pumpkin bag. Doesn't quite fit in it properly. It kind of sticks over the end still, but it was the only thing that I have that's big enough to hold that and that right now. So it just kind of stays open. And then my other restart was my Mirabilia Queen of Freedom. I believe this is what this one's called. Hold on. Let me triple check. Yes, Queen of Freedom by Nora Corbett. Or Mirabilia. So I started right up there underneath the arms. So that dark and some of that red, and then I'm moving over this direction. So I had it started on here, and it was going this direction. So that's where I was. So that's like her arm, and that's the top of the flag, and so I was getting there. And I realized that this fabric wasn't going to be long enough. Apparently I'm really awful at reading the sizes of fabrics before I start stitching on them. So that one has to get picked out. And I restarted it on this piece. Oop, I still got it in the hoop. Hold on a second. On this piece of, oh gosh, that's still on there too. On this piece, oh my gosh, I've said on this piece of like 12 times. On this piece of Zweigart, Edinburgh. Oh, it is Edinburgh. Edinburgh, 36 count cloudy day gray fat quarter that I got in my Stitching Bits and Bob's Mystery Bits fabric bag, or fabric grab bag. And so it goes, so this is the fabric. It's not quite that blue in real life, but so I started on the corner of one of the pages, and I'm just working color by color in the area. So did this red, and that's a gray, and my blues, and then we're on a darker gray. And I don't know if you can tell, I mean, okay, this light gray sucks. Let's see if I can get it to focus. No. So this light gray, there's no layers, the coverage isn't perfect. But oh my gosh, are these other stitches perfect? They're perfect. There's two of the blue stitches that aren't. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Those, yeah, you can. Those two, they're not very good. They're a little poofy. But these seriously are like absolute perfect stitches. So, I've been working on that. Worked on that last night too. So, I'm actually going to pull that up because I don't know what I'm going to work on today. So, that's been fun, starting that over, and like now my stitches are laying nice, and I love the fabric, so I'm actually really enjoying that right now. And the only other thing that I pulled out to, that was supposed to go in there, that I pulled out to unpick and restitch somewhere else on some other fabric was my Night Flight by Prairie Schooler that I was doing on this 40 count new moon. Some of these stitches are off here, and I was just getting so sick of stitching on this 40 count fabric. My stitches aren't laying right. It just, I wasn't enjoying it at all. So I'm going to unpick this and use it for something else, and I'm going to pick a different piece of fabric to stitch that on. So then we've got to, this is going to be a very short video. I mean, this is almost 20 minutes. I have one purchase and a little bit of rack that I got from someone at work. So I don't know if you saw my Instagram, I got a trunk a couple months ago, one of those old steamer trunks, and I stripped out the paper out of the inside. So completely stripped all this paint or all this paper and glue, and I'm rebuilding the drawer for it, and I need to reline it. And so I decided I wanted to reline it in fabric, and I got a lot more fabric than needed, and I figured, you know what, whatever, I can use it for project bags or whatever I so desire. So this is what it is. It's this nice dark navy blue, and this is actually, I mean, it's a little bit brighter than this, but not too much more. This is actually fairly accurate with these beautiful floral pattern and little gold dots on it. So I figured this was busy enough that if the way it gets pieced together on the sides and the bottom and stuff like that, it's not like a linear pattern that you need to make it line up properly. This would work well because it's busy enough that it would blend in, and I just love the pattern. I think it's gorgeous. So that's what my trunk's going to be lined with. And then I got some hoops. And these aren't even, I have one more in my car that's even bigger. So got this one. My whole face can fit in there. This one's even bigger. So I don't even know how big these are. And then even bigger. And then I have one that I swear to God you could use as a hula hoop. It's ginormous. So, like, gosh, I don't even know. Do I even have a ruler anywhere near me? I don't. So there's like this one, which is pretty big. And then I have another one that's probably another couple inches out from that. I swear I could use it as a hula hoop. It's so big. And that's actually a quilting hoop. Because I would like to quilt, but I'm going to quilt by hand because I like quilting by hand. I think I would like quilting by hand more. I don't really like using machine. Sorry, hold on. Really don't like using a machine all that much. I'm not very good on it, and I don't have my own right now. I'm just using my mom's, so I'd rather try doing it by hand and seeing if I like it, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm excited to do that, but she just was getting rid of them and said, hey, do you want them? I said, sure. So that's all the stuff I've got going right now. I'm trying to decide, oh my God, this box is so heavy. I'm trying to decide what I want to work on. So today is the 27th, which doesn't mean anything. It's 27th of March. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to start something new, if there's something that I want to work on. It's not like I haven't been starting new things, but I'm kind of, some of my projects, I'm like, meh, I don't want to work on it. And so I'll force myself every now and then. Like, I like my Mirabilia right now, but it's really hard with such a small hoop. So maybe with the bigger hoop, it'll go a little bit easier and I might like it better. But it's really hard with such a small hoop right now. So I haven't been enjoying that as much because I'm just constantly fighting with the fabric. I loved my Deck the Halls piece, which I'm touching right now if you can't see that. I loved my Deck the Halls piece. That was really fun. So I've got a million things I could do. Plus when I got the Just Cross Stitch issue. Oh, speaking of, where is it? I'm sure everyone's probably, if you've watched anybody's video, you've probably seen it. Not there, not there, not there. Don't mind me singing to myself. Oof. Actually, that one would be a fun one to stitch. I really am in a Christmas mood, but apparently I am because I just decided I wanted a stitch Christmas. I just saw a Christmas pattern and it made me want to kind of do it. But I also got all these new patterns too. Oh gosh, where is it? Y'all, I have no idea. Oh, there it is. So, Just Cross Stitch, April 2018. There are some good ones in here. But I also, since I have this subscription now, if you don't know, when you order this subscription, you get 2 months back. You get 2 years back issues. So I ordered it in end of 2017. So I have 2015, 2016, 2017, and then I'll be having most of 2018. So there are some pretty cute patterns in here. The bunny is pretty cute. Trying to keep an eye on if Jonah and his brother come home. It might be a little weird if I'm doing this while they come home. If you guys want to flip through of any of my magazines, or just all of my magazines or books or anything, please let me know, because I would be more than willing to go through. Because I love sitting and flipping through these, and I would love to sit and flip through them with you. If anyone is interested in that, or if anyone wants to stitch with me, I'd be totally willing to do that too. I think this one's kind of cute, but I have no idea what I would do with it. It's not how you weather the storm, it's how you dance in the rain. It's from Lee Fisher. I think that one's cute. No idea what I would do with that. I'm pretty picky on what I stitch, because if I don't know a place to put it or someone to give it to, I don't really want to stitch it. I feel no need, which is why I like my Colored City one with the cats on it and stuff. I have no idea what I would do with it, so I have no desire to stitch on it. This one's pretty cute though. Celebrate Spring by Annalie Waite, which she's the one who has my cowboy boots. She's the one who made my cowboy boot design that I have to stitch. Sorry, I'm just kind of flipping through showing you what I like about this one. So Spring Wren Wreath. It's got some forget-me-nots and sprigs of lilac, Queen Anne's lace, and forget-me-nots. And I don't know what the yellow is, because that's not lilacs or Queen Anne lace. I don't know. Color Magic. I love black work, and it's just beautiful. This is from Liz Almond. It's called Color Magic. And I just, oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I would love to stitch some black work one of these days. And there's some of them, like there's a Clotter ring in one of the older issues that I have access to that I really want to stitch someday. I love Clotter rings, and I actually picked out my wedding band, and it's going to have I haven't picked it out completely. It's going to have something to do with Scotland and Celtic. Whether it's going to have Gaelic words written on it, whether it's going to have a thistle, whether something, because that means a lot to me. It's not necessarily It's not necessarily anything to do with my wedding or with Jonah and I, which kind of bothers me, but the one that I like a lot is it's a gold ring or a silver band. You can get a gold or silver, which I might get silver just to go with this. And it has Celtic written on it, which Scotland means a lot to me. It has Celtic written on it. In Celtic it says, or in Gaelic it says, um, something along the lines of "My beloved is mine and I am his," or "and my beloved is mine and I am theirs," or something along those lines, written in Gaelic around the ring. And I absolutely love it. And so that might be a ring that I end up picking. So a way to combine my love for Scotland and my love for him into one thing. So there's that. I'm talking a lot again, and I like to ramble, apparently. What have I been doing lately? I watched Julia. She's fun. I've been watching her. I'll probably watch her again. I have a friend coming over, or we have a friend coming over to see the new puppy around 7 tonight. So I'm amping myself up for being around people. I'm not a people person, so I have to kind of prepare myself for it. Which Jonah thinks is funny because he's totally a people person, but I have to amp myself up for it and be prepared for it. So, but she said she's bringing wine, so it's making it a little bit easier. But she wants to come meet the new puppy. I don't know if you guys, yeah, she's passed out and her head's like hanging off the bed right now. So, my room is a mess. My life is a mess. We're trying to find a house. Things are getting busier at work because we're getting closer to year end, fiscal year end, and so things are starting to get a little crazy. Our system got shut down today, like our accounting software, our accounting system got shut down today. They did an update over the weekend, and there were bugs in it, and so we had to shut it down for a couple days. And so I'm kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with some of them, because some of the stuff had to get done. But again, it's kind of out of my control, so it's kind of like, well, can't do it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stitch something new tonight, if I'm going to work on something I already have. I might kind of sit and flip through something in here since I've got some more fabric and stuff like that. I'm willing to maybe start something new. I don't know. I'm like kind of one of those people that, okay, love fabric, love threads, love doing all that kind of stuff, but I'm so scared. I don't want to use my fabric sometimes because it's like so pretty and I just want to use it for everything, so I just don't want to use it. So we have to come with that, or maybe I'll work on one of my whips. One of them, though, has been driving me nuts because, okay, so I have these zip envelopes that it's a little zippy thing across the top. Well, the one popped off of this one, so there's no zippy thing, and I can't for the life of me get it open. I've tried like prying my finger underneath and pulling it apart. I've tried, you can see like I don't know if you guys can see like the marks on it. You guys can kind of see those. I've tried like grabbing the sides and pulling it apart, and it is sealed. This thing is sealed good. So I might have Jonah have to try and pull it apart for me, or I might have to cut my bag. I don't really want to. Granted, it was only $1 at the dollar store. So that's great. These you can find at the dollar store, like Dollar Tree. We have a Dollar Tree. And so I can usually get those pretty cheap for $1. I have project bags that I'm supposed to be making. I've got signs that I want to make. We have pallets down in our basement that I want to be putting together and making signs because we're going to be moving to a house where we might be moving to a house where I might have no place to do work like that. So cutting the boards and putting them together and stuff like that. Or I might be in a place where we could. So all kind of depends on where we end up moving, the necessity to get some of the boards made together. So what I would be doing if we move into the place that I can't would be I'd be cutting all the boards, getting them glued together, sanded and glued down and put together so that I just have a bunch of them all stacked ready to go. And I just know, okay, this one is for this piece, this one is for this piece, because there's a couple different ones that I want to try. There's a couple, then there's like, well, I'll just make boards, so if I just have an idea, it's there. So I have to find out which house we're going to, and then it'll be kind of frantic, put everything together, or I can just start doing it now. Plus, I want to put my trunk together. I'm kind of hoping we get the house that has room because we have a lot of stuff. We're going from a 3-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom house. One-bedroom house or 2-bedroom duplex with no basement. So, and we only have to be there for a year, and then we'll be moving to Texas, and then we have to move everything too. So, kind of in a little bit of a panic mode on getting a place. Gonna be ordering my dress in a couple weeks for my wedding, which is 6 months away, which is just like mind-blowing. I can't believe I'm getting married in 6 months, you guys. 6 months. That's insane. 6 months from now. A year from now, well, not a year. Just over a year from now, I'm going to be moving. I'm going to live in a different state. I mean, I lived in a different country, but that was like short term. This is like moving away for good. For a long time. 20 years. At least. Okay, I'm going to give myself a panic attack if I keep talking about this. So we're going to move on. So yeah, friends coming over, but I'm going to try and maybe see if I can find something new to start, or I'm just having like a day, so I kind of want to start something new. Yeah, I think I'm going to start something new. Now I just have to find something new to start. Okay, well, I'm going to go. This has already been a half an hour, and I didn't think it was going to be that long. Callie is having a dream of some sort, and she's just panting pretty good back there. Jonah and Ian will be back soon. Since it's been a half an hour, they've been about 45 minutes gone, so they'll probably be home in the next 15 minutes to a half an hour, 15 to 30 minutes, which you guys knew. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I need to go to bed. I need a glass of wine, or a bottle of wine, and food. I'm so hungry. Okay, I'm gonna go before I have to like actually edit this video. I've been enjoying not having to edit it and just upload. So let me know if you guys want me to go through patterns that I have, magazines that I have, if you guys would be interested in Stitch with me. Like, let me know what you guys would be into, or if this is just fine. Let me know. Give me some words, people. I know I have a project bag that I'm doing. I'm doing a bag exchange with a lady on Facebook that she likes this fabric, my box fabric. She loves this fabric, and I have extra. So I offered to either send her fabric, or I could make her a project bag and send it. And so she asked if we wanted to do a project bag exchange. And I said, absolutely. And then I went on 123 Stitch, and I was looking around, and I'm like, oh, she might like that. Oh, she might like that too. So there's a couple things that are going to be for me in that order, and a couple things that might be for her, and I have to make the project bag. So I've got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff that I've got to do. And no time to do anything. Isn't that ridiculous? It's like we have so much to do, but never enough time to do it all. Okay. I'm going to go, since I said I was going to go like 3 minutes ago and I still haven't gone yet. I'm going to go find something to stitch and go find myself a glass of wine. So I will see you guys next time, and until then, happy stitching. Bye.